Kwekwe Tasatweya Mainaya Waliki Kamisatasa. My name is Marcelo Saavedra Vargas. I am from the Quechua Aymara nations from the Collasuyu, a country during the Inca Confederacy, and now known as Bolivia in colonial terms. I was born to Inca parents and have lived there half of my life. Then my elders gave me the mission of fulfilling the prophecy of the re-encounter of the eagle and the condor. As you see, I have both feathers with me, so I can fulfill this sacred prophecy of ours. And then I moved to the back of the turtle, to Mississippi, Arua, where I have been living and sharing for the past 30 years. 2 summers ago, I had the privilege of being recognized as an Anishinaabe elder for the work we have done with my mentor and guide, Nishomis Jacob Muwega Mawati, a holy man for the Anishinaabe nation. I have this very rare honor of being an Aymara Amauta as well as an Anishinaabeg Nishomis. So in that sense, the prophecy of the encounter of the eagle and the condor is taking place. To do my acknowledgements, I have to begin with acknowledging the fact that we are on unceded and unsurrendered Algonquin territory. I am an elder adopted by these people and by this territory. I present my respects to my Anishinaabe sisters and brothers, and to all other human nations that share the same space, as well as the non-human nations. I must also acknowledge the 4 sacred directions in which all nations on this planet have been deployed by our Creator in accordance with the 4 sacred elements that make up the whole of our beings: water, air, earth, and fire. And they converge in our persons, in our beings and communities, inscribing the original instructions onto our minds and spirits. On this sacred territory, we must shatter the patriarchal system, the patriarchal silence, so we can take back the night as a worldwide movement to stand against sexual violence. While this journey began by rendering public awareness to the violence exercised against women. Nowadays, the objective of Take Back the Night is to reach out the survivors of all genders identities and from all cultural backgrounds in an inclusive way across the territories and lovingly embrace and welcome them. This movement saw the day and its opposite and complemented the night in the early 70s in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Los Angeles in the US. And then they managed to attract some media attention. In 1972, a group of women at the University of Southern Florida marched through campus demanding resources and safety for women. The following year, in San Francisco, citizens protested violent snuff pornography. At the end of October 1975, we witnessed Philadelphia citizens publicly marching after Susan Alexander Smith, a microbiologist, being murdered by stabbing her to death on a sidewalk close to her apartment. In 1976, this movement went international when a tribunal council of women from dozens of countries met in Belgium, Europe, to discuss unsafe conditions for women. Take Back the Night is firmly supported by strong and diverse voices, forming a cacophony of resistance and protest. The movement of Taking Back the Night is still well and alive and will keep on growing and gaining strength until the odious patriarchal system becomes just a sad memory. We should show gratitude to our courageous and clear ancestors who took many of the previously cited steps, and to their honor, over 300 event holders in the last few years have been added, and they will keep on growing in numbers and in quality. I acknowledge my descendants down to the 13th skin, and I promise to become a good ancestor, so I can keep on marching and protesting about taking back the night, because my descendants belong equally to the night as men do. The night will be just a part of a daily cycle that they don't need to fear, that women don't need to fear, but to comfortably move in it without taking any precautionary measures, so we can enjoy living in the daytime as well as during the nighttime and feel comfortably part of it. I humbly ask our Creator to grant our current generations prudence, wisdom, and courage to be able to act impeccably, so we can look at the eyes of our descendants right into their eyes with no shame on our eyes when we, and especially when we deliver this shaken planet to them for their care. I am grateful to the other human nations that live in Mississippi, as well as to the non-human nations, like the animal nation, the plant nation, the tree nation, the marine nations, and other living systems, such as rivers, lakes, mountains, and other living entities, such as the microbial kingdom, the superorganism below our feet, and which form the largest network on this planet, composed of the magical mycelium. I recognize the sacredness of my being with great humility, with true courage and deep commitment, because I am my ancestors in the same way that I am my true and my future generations. And as in Lakota we say, Mitakui Oyasin, which translates into I am the reflection of everything that surrounds me. And in this sense, I am you. In the same sense, in the same manner that you are a reflection of myself. We are both just epistemological and ontological mirrors of each other. And we have to take care of each other as equals. I must finally recognize the intangible world where we can meet spirits, our ancestors, and from which we will draw all the strength and the energy we need to become true rainbow warriors, who in full consciousness will guide the rest of humanity to avoid the mass extinction event that is taking place right now. We have to avoid that event at all costs, by all means. So, let our thoughts and feelings become illuminating guides for our actions. Let's take these actions believing in our capabilities of designing a new and just society, a new and just social order from the ashes of this collapsing social order with honor, courage, and wisdom. I humbly ask for advice in my actions and honor in my words. Yuspagara mama, yuspagara tata, kayakaman, chimiwich, marsicho, nia wen, kuyay naini, merci, thanks, gracias.